Hey everyone, PayPal reported second quarter earnings results that I'm going to review in this video here, but I'm also going to update my recommendation on PayPal stock. If you don't already know, I put PayPal stock in my top stocks to buy list a few months ago, and so you're going to want to tune in to see if I'm updating that recommendation, if I'm keeping PayPal stock up there, or if I'm bringing it back out of my top list of stocks to buy. Total revenue of 7.3 billion was up 7% year over year. Adjusted earnings per share of $1.16 increased by 24%. So just looking at the revenue and earnings per share figures, you would say PayPal had an excellent quarter, but there was more to be deciphered from PayPal's latest results. So let's go deeper. Operating income was up by 48% to 1.1 billion, and total payment volume increased by 11% to 340 billion. This was the total value of all transactions that happened on PayPal's platform. However, here is where the bad news starts for PayPal stock investors, and that was starting with transaction margin, which came down to 45.9% from 48.7%. So the profit per transaction is decreasing for PayPal, and that's been going on for several consecutive quarters now. The other trend that's working against PayPal is total active accounts, which came in at 431 million. Now that was up 2 million from the same quarter the prior year, but if we look at quarter over quarter, that's two straight quarters of losing 2 million active accounts. They peaked at 435 million. They fell to 433 million in the previous quarter, and it fell again another 2 million to 431 million as of this latest update. So that's two very concerning trends at PayPal: falling transaction margin and falling active accounts. So these are trends that are concerning to investors, and it increases the risk of investing in PayPal stock because you start to extrapolate that trend out and say, hey, wait a minute, is this just going to continue onwards? Or is it going to stop at some point? Well, we don't know just yet. And so that's one of the main concerns. And I think that's primarily why PayPal stock was down 5, 6, 7% after these earnings results were announced. Management is forecasting third quarter revenue growth of 8% and adjusted earnings per share growth of 14%. For the full year, they're forecasting earnings per share to be $3.49, which would be a significant improvement of the $2.09 it achieved in fiscal year 2022. So the concerning trends in transaction margin and active accounts, management does not expect them to hit revenue and earnings per share just yet, right? But if these trends continue, rest assured eventually it's going to start impacting PayPal's revenue and PayPal's profitability. That's the concern here. It's for now it's not showing up just yet, but it will eventually hit its revenue and profitability metrics if these trends continue, right? If it keeps losing active accounts, well, the less people using PayPal, the less revenue it's going to generate, the less profits it's going to generate. So it's only a matter of time until these negative factors start hurting PayPal. It's just a question of, is this already priced into PayPal stock? Because PayPal stock is not expensive. And now I'm going to get into my recommendation of PayPal stock. So one of the reasons why I've upgraded PayPal stock into my list of top stocks to buy is because my opinion that these worries over these metrics are overblown and already reflected in PayPal's stock valuation, which if you look at it on a forward price to earnings ratio, it's not expensive. And so I was of the opinion, and I am of the opinion still, that these risks, they are apparent and they are real and they are concerning, I admit, although I believe that it's been overreacted to by investors and it's reflected in PayPal's inexpensive valuation for a company that's still growing revenue and earnings per share robustly. So I'm going to reiterate my recommendation, keeping PayPal stock in my top stocks to buy, although this quarter raises my concerns and lowers my opinion of PayPal stock after these quarters results, because now I'm seeing a trend, several consecutive quarters of losing accounts and losing transaction margin. And so my concerns are elevated, and if this continues for another quarter, I may reevaluate my recommendation of PayPal stock. I may downgrade it. So this quarter has brought it closer to a downgrade, but I'm not downgrading it just yet. I'm taking a wait and see approach from these metrics because it's already the stock price fell 5, 6, 7% after the results came out. So some of these poor results is already into the valuation. So I'm going to take a further wait and see approach, but I've got my detection alert raised with PayPal stock. I'm not as bullish on PayPal stock following these results as I was heading into these results, although the decrease in that is not enough to take it off my list of top stocks to buy, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm keeping it up there, although as an investor, I'm not thrilled with PayPal's latest quarterly results. And of course, it's got the remaining concerns about the search for a new CEO and all of the worries that were included in PayPal coming into the results, like competition from Apple and all of that stuff already in there. This is just on top of that already existent risks. But that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.